Hey guys! So, you've been sending in your fabulous questions for me. You have been leaving them in my comments, like hopefully any new ones you have after this. You'll leave in the comments here below so that I can grab them up and save them. I do collect your guys' interesting, fun questions for me as they come in and as I see them. And then once I get enough compiled, we do a Q&A video, which I love doing with you guys because it's such a great way to get to know each other. Super easy. Yes, if you do watch all my Q&A videos, you will notice I have some of the same questions. That's because I get asked them a lot, and as much as I can say, refer to this other video, I don't know which video to refer you guys to. So I don't mind answering something again or a couple of times. So if you've heard some of the questions, just breeze on over them. If you haven't, then now you get to learn it too. Now, these questions that TC is actually going to read to me for you guys, I don't even remember what's on the list. I put together this list a little while ago, so this is a surprise for me and you. So I divided last time the questions into regular Q&A questions, and these are ones that were more sex-oriented, sexy in nature, or that were just like, wow. So without further ado, TC is going to read the questions. Here we go.
I'm going to butcher this name, sorry. Antoine Boyalt asks, if you're completely naked in a street in front of everyone, would you be comfortable or not?
I think a lot of people are probably surprised to know I'm actually quite shy. I don't go naked in public. I would be quite uncomfortable. In a controlled environment in which I'm in an environment that I'm comfortable with, i.e. someone's home, my own home, on my friend's boat, because I'm comfortable there and I know them really well. I've gone topless, no problem. But it comes down to who's around me. Is it people that I know and I feel super comfortable with? Is there somebody else going topless with me, or am I all alone? As much as I probably seem like I like to be the center of attention, I'm not like that. Like, I'm not a nudist. I love being naked in a comfortable environment, but not in public.
So Minion Jericho asks, are looks all that matter?
Of course not. I've always been the kind of person who, to me, looks only are so good. I mean, there needs to be a level of attraction. So depending on how you look, it needs to fit the criteria of what I like in a guy or in a girl. I.e., if I like you tall and dark-haired and not too rough but not too smooth, kind of finish to your whole self, then as long as you meet those criteria, boom, kind of idea. For me, it's more about who you are as a person, because you could literally be the most attractive guy I've ever seen. But if you're a douche, you're rude, full of yourself, you think you're a player, or you're just not a nice person, I don't care. It's not working. I'm not turned on. I'm not interested. In fact, I'm so turned off, it's not even funny. So I would say looks are just a fraction.
So Dimitri with a Y asks, how much it costs to have sex with you?
Jesus, I get asked this a question a lot. It costs 10 million bazillion quadrillion dollars. It doesn't cost anything because it's not something you can pay for. I'm not an escort, guys. You can't pay me to have sex. I am just a crazy, kooky Canadian who loves to explore her sexual side, who likes to share it with you guys on the internet and isn't afraid to talk to you guthat about it. The only person I sleep with online is my husband or some sexy ladies. Other than that, no, you cannot pay me to have sex with me. Sorry. Not that there's anything wrong with that. For the ladies who do that, power to you girls. I'm happy that you found something that you like. It's just not me.
So Jay Ryan asks, how can I get in a scene?
This is another question I get asked a lot. I probably see this question like 10 to 15 times a week. You cannot get in a scene with me. Yet again, I'm a crazy kooky Canadian who just films at home with her husband and shares it with you. How do you get in scenes, period? How do you become a porn star? I'm not the best person to ask. A, I'm a girl, so my experience has been very different than it would be as a guy. And B, I just don't really know very well. Sorry.
Ultracool_nuke asks, have you done bondage shoots, my dear?
I have done light bondage shoots. I don't really have a setup for bondage stuff, so I haven't really, I'm trying to think if I've done bondage. I've done some outfits where I've had like little handcuff, like wrist things with chain between it, but I mean, it's not full out bondage. It's more like playing at it. Mostly probably because I'm just dabbling very lightly with my baby toe into it, so it's not really something that I feel I have a good grip on enough to share with you guys online.
Big J 1969 asks, will you do some squirt videos, please, with his head?
I've actually done 2 squirt videos. They were by mistake. I actually am not quite sure how to squirt. Because of those 2 videos, I have proved that I can technically do it, but I'm not very good at the logistics of it. Both of them, it was just the specific position we were in, and TC was just hitting it just right. It was very surprising to me because I hadn't had it happen before. I'm hoping for more in the future, but I mean, it's one of those things I'm not quite sure how I did it to begin with, so to replicate it, it's kind of tricky.
Pornlover1415 asks, why don't you go barefoot during sex?
I'm actually quite most often barefoot. I probably walk around barefoot at home all the time. I like socks, I love shoes, but I'm usually barefoot. I don't know. In scenes, why do I not go barefoot more? Because I probably walk around barefoot so much at home. When I do a scene, I like to have this sexy, fun, cute, full-out outfit. And for me, an outfit doesn't just end at my knees. It extends all the way down, especially because I'm a huge shoe lover. So to me, I'm like, what pair of heels am I matching with this outfit today? Ooh, these ones. And I'm excited to wear them and show them off and have fun with them on. Or if it's not shoes, it's, oh, what kind of cute socks have I got that are lying around that I'm just waiting to use? I tend to feel more sexy with them on. Plus, a scientific fact for you guys, if your feet are warm, you're easier for you to come.
Okay, Brent Davis asks, liquid lube and water-based lube. Should it be tasty and should it smell like fruits?
I like Wet Brand. That's my preferred lube. I like their light, or what I've done before is bought a bottle of their regular and use distilled water 1-to-1 kind of thing, and that creates the light. I prefer liquid lube. I prefer water-based lube because I like to use toys, and you can't use silicone lube with toys. It'll ruin all your toys. Please don't. It'll change the chemical makeup of them and really bad for your vagina to use them if you do that. Should it be fruity, flavored, or smelling? Your lube should never, if it's going to touch your private parts, especially as a woman, your lube should never be flavored. It should never be scented. That's bad for your vagina. It's bad for your kitty care. If it's lube that you're using, say, for a blowjob or something, flavored lube, why not? Yummy, tasty, give it a new flavor. It could be fun. Just don't confuse it with your kitty lube. That's different.
Recoil669 asks, any chance we'll see a boy-girl anal vid in the near future?
I wish. I'm working on it, guys. I'm really, really working on it. But it's really freaking tight back there. And TC does not exactly have a small, non-wide cock. I've tried to make it fit. I really have. Ow. And they only get like this much. So if and when I can get at least 3/4 of it in and take it decently, you will get to see it on camera. I promise. I cross my heart and I hope to die.
Well, I'm not getting a dick reduction anytime soon, so sorry.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Ariana DeJesus asks, are you a les?
Am I a lesbian? No, I am not. I do not qualify myself as a lesbian. A lesbian is someone who, technically by definition, just prefers vagina and doesn't have sex with dicks. At least not the real variety. That's not me. I'm a lesbian. I get asked this a lot. Just because I like girls doesn't mean I'm a lesbian. To be honest with you, I wouldn't even qualify myself as bisexual, although I think that's probably the easiest thing for most people to understand. I'm bisexual. I'm bisexual heteronormal. So in other words, I prefer to date men and to have relationships with men, but I do love ladies and enjoy sharing and having fun with them.
Video Clipper asks, do you like anal sex?
I do like anal sex. I love having my butt played with. I have to be kind of in the right mood because it's not always the thing you want to do. I do believe, if you guys have watched my anal videos, I'll link them below in the description. I do believe in doing proper prep beforehand so I can feel fresh and renewed and ready for action back there without any embarrassing or moments. So yes, I love anal sex when it's the right time, when I want to.
AmA asks, do you still masturbate after doing porn?
Yes, of course I still do. I've always been someone who masturbates a lot. I used to masturbate probably anywhere between 1 and 3 times a day. I don't quite masturbate as much now, only because I have a very active sex life. I have a very busy schedule, so I don't always have free time to masturbate, but anytime I do feel like I want to, I definitely do. So I'll say it's probably like once a day. Porn to me, shooting porn, being a part of porn, it's just another thing I like. Like, you might like anal sex, and you might like blowjobs, and you might like doggy style sex with your girl. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna then like regular sex or hand job, or you're not gonna like a plethora of other things. It's just another thing that I like. I enjoy filming. It's just another way that I'm doing something sexy that I get to express myself. I still masturbate whenever I feel like it, which is often.
Same guy asks, what do you think about masturbating on Skype?
I masturbate on Skype quite regularly. I love to do Skype shows. I offer them through my store, shopkdb.com. I love doing shows on Skype. It's another chance to enjoy company and sharing an intimate moment with someone. I would say the majority of my Skypes involve masturbation.
Eric Rise asks, is there something you haven't done in the industry that you would like to do?
So far, I just enjoy filming with my husband, or filming with my girlfriends, or by myself. So I'm just exploring the things that I'm enjoying, the things that I like, the things that someone suggests through a custom video or something that might be fun to try that I think are something I would enjoy. Past that, there is a few things, but nothing really that jumps out or stands out. I mean, I'd like to play with some more girls more often. I'd like to maybe try another threesome scene again in the future. Other than that, I've kind of done all the things that are on my list that I'm A, comfortable with right now, and B, wanting to do. But I'm sure there will be other things that come up in the future.
Hard1616 asks, what is your highest number of orgasms in one fucking?
Oh, Jesus. I'm looking at you as I say this, TC, because you're going to have to confer with me, because sometimes I just get cum drunk and then I just kind of forget. I'm going to go with 8. 8.
Easy.
Eight.
Easy.
I think 8 seems like a pretty good number. I mean, there might have been a time it was 9, maybe 10. Hard to say though, because at some point I find once I get a good come out, I just kind of start coming more easily afterwards, and it's just like, yay, more and more and more and more and more and more and more.
Zurich Asterbeck says, why do people call you a porn star, in quotes, if you've never shot with professional adult companies like Brazzers, Dog Fart, Digital Playground? You are more a homemade performer.
See, this is where we hit the gray zone. Porn star is a term that's been used and changed a lot over the last, I would even say, 5 years. And it means something different to each person. To me, a porn star is someone who films their actual sexual intercourse, who has been nominated for awards and appeared on DVDs. All 3 of those things I've done. I've been nominated for AVN Awards, which is the Adult Video News Oscars of Porn Awards. I've appeared in my own starring in boy-girl DVDs, and I regularly film my sex life and put it online. So I believe that's why I'm being termed as a porn star. I know Pornhub has me termed as a porn star. They think the porn star used to only be people who work for mainstream companies, but now it's adapting because the industry itself is changing and adapting. More and more, we're getting more homemade adult entertainers. And you know what? I think it's awesome.
The old definition of porn star was if you were on a DVD cover and your name was one of the stars, you were a porn star. If you were on the DVD or on any DVD, but you weren't featured, your name wasn't featured on the front, then you were considered a porn starlet.
See, I'm definitely a porn star based off those terms as well, because I not only had my name, I had my photo and the title in containing my name as the cover for 5 DVDs.
Kevin Watkin asks, what do you prefer to do, GG or BG scenes?
I prefer boy-girl scenes because they are what I enjoy doing with my husband, and because him and I are the ones shooting together, so we're the most comfortable, we have the most fun together. Although I do love my girl scenes because for the most part I'm shooting with girls that I know, people that I'm friends with and really comfortable with, and because it's not what I'm getting the most of. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure as a guy, if all you got was really great sex and you very rarely got a blowjob, you'd crave a blowjob like a crazy guy, like a crazy person. So, I mean, I don't get to play with girls as much as I would like to and crave to sometimes. So Though sometimes they're the most exciting because it's a new flavor.
So Nelson Death asks, have you ever spit on your titties while getting titty fucked?
Yeah. That's like asking a guy if he's ever spat on his cock while stroking it. Quite often you need a little bit more extra lube. So I find it fun to do a little bit of spit play. I don't enjoy like intense spit play where there's lots and lots of it.
eSurfer26 asks, do you feel anal is nasty or not good enough to reach orgasm or feeling awkward?
No to any of those things. Number one, I don't think it's nasty. I think, yet again, if you guys refer back to my anal videos, I did a whole Anal 101 series. If you guys do a proper anal prep, then it's not gross or dirty. Do I feel you can't come? I would say I come harder and faster during anal, which is alarmingly good, but alarmingly like, holy crap, that was really easy. What happened? So I think I come definitely harder and quicker. Does it feel awkward? I mean, at times it can feel awkward because I'm really hoping to get more in there than what will fit. And that to me is kind of like, it's disappointing, I would say. Awkward, no, but I've only tried to have anal sex with someone I've been in a committed relationship with, and we were exploring together as a couple. So it was an environment of enjoyment and love and self-expression and understanding that it might not work out. I might not be perfect. If it wasn't that kind of environment, then it's possible it could be awkward.
Hot X Archie from Pornhub asks, you have good sex every time?
I would say if I was to average the rating I would give all of my sexual experiences that I have had in my life currently while doing porn or just as being an adult with my husband, TC, I would give it a solid 9 as my average rating. I mean, I'd like to say 10, but I mean, that seems a little, probably a little bit, maybe it's pretty realistic. I would definitely say that no matter what scenario we've been in, we've always had a really good connection. So whether the sex was the best sex we've had, or it was just a regular sex, or whatever it was, the experience, we've always felt connected and enjoyed being intimate and had fun while doing it. So I would say that yes, my average rating for my entire sex life would be pretty high. I like it. It's pretty fun. Well, that's probably why I decided I wanted to film it for you guys.
Deepak_ZZ says, just one question. Do you really enjoy porn or are you being professional?
Yet again, I wouldn't consider myself a professional porn star. I would consider myself a homegrown version. So me and my husband are filming our sex life at home and sharing with you guys. Sometimes my sex life involves other sexy ladies that I get to play with too, which is fun. I've never treated it just like a professional, like I'm showing up to work for the day. That's no fun for me. At the end of the day, I am doing this as an enjoyment, as a fun experience to enrich my life and express myself and to get to experience things that I've fantasized about for a long time. So for me, if I'm not getting a chance to express and enjoy it and it's just work, why am I here? So no, it's not just work for me. For me, it's something I like. Those are it.
That's it. No more.
Those are all the questions. Thank you guys. There are some very different ones in there, new twists on old ones in there, so I'm very happy about that. Please, please, please don't hesitate to comment below and let me know any other questions you might have so that we can get the answers flowing between us. Please don't forget to click this button. Our videos like these ones are loaded with fun things. I mean, I like to think I'm helping everybody smile just a little bit each day. A little bit. Alrighty guys, have a good one. Bye.